It's time to get real with Eddie, here to help you understand the changing real estate market and meet your real estate goals. Over 19 years in the business, 2018 Realtor of the Year of Three Rivers, past president of the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, past director at Illinois Realtors, and team lead of the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Here's Eddie Ruettiger.
So, all right, welcome to Get Real with Eddie. We are talking real estate today, as always, and saving strategies for first-time home buyer needs is what we're starting off with today.
Okay.
So,
those first-time buyers are taking a big hit, I gotta say.
They've
taken hits.
Definitely a struggle, but here's a few strategies that can help speed up the process. Budget and tracking your expenses. Create a detailed budget and track the money you've got coming in and the money going out. This gives you a better look at your finances as a whole.
Something else I suggest to people, if they're first-time buyers and they're living with family, and you're not paying rent to that family member you're living with, let's say you're thinking your budget will allow $1,500 a month for your monthly payment. Put it away. Pretend like you have a mortgage payment. Put it in the bank. That $1,500 every month.
To your savings account.
Your savings account.
Yeah. Take it out of your. I always say operational account, but that's because my mind's always in business.
Write
world.
A check to yourself.
Yeah.
I know I'm old school checks. Nobody knows what that is. But write a check to yourself and put it away just like mortgage payment. Two things will happen. One, you'll get a really good idea what it feels like in your wallet to take that kind of money out.
Yep.
Number two, guess what? You'll be saving that money that'll help with your down payment.
Cut down on unnecessary spending. Now that you have your budget sheet done, you can look at your spending your money. Items that aren't absolute essential can be cut and reallocated. The National Association of Realtors says the majority of first-time buyers did make financial sacrifices to purchase a home. For those who did, the most common sacrifice buyers reported were cutting spending on luxury goods, entertainment, and clothes. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you really need Starbucks every day? Every day? Maybe you just do Starbucks on Fridays.
My wife always talks about when there's hard times, there's two things she always says for women that never stop selling. Lipstick and a fingernail polish. Because it's such a small item purchase, but can make an individual feel so amazing.
Yep.
That those two things. So and the moral of the message here is think more simplistic. That $6 or $7 Starbucks, does it really make you feel that good versus buying something else that could replace that item at a lower cost?
Right. That $7 lipstick that you can wear for a lot longer than you can, drink that Starbucks, that one cup of Starbucks. Yeah.
Realtor.com explains if you're struggling to put enough money away because the constant temptations to blow your paycheck, consider automating the process. Ask your employer if you can have your paycheck deposited into multiple accounts. If so, instruct it to send a certain percentage of your salary directly into your savings account or go through the bank.
I think we'll do that. A lot of employers will do that for you.
We've got it set up in our bank where there's automatic transfers every month.
Yeah.
So every 2 weeks, when Jeanette's check comes in, she's got it all set up. She's got her whole little system, her whole little thing, and whatever happens, I let her handle it.
And if you don't see it, you're not tempted to use it.
I've got enough dealing with the business on the financial end of that. So I'm completely fine with her running the household when it comes to everything. Yep. Lead into any side hustles you have. Do you have a gig you do to net some extra cash? taking on part-time work, freelance jobs, or picking up a side hustle can help boost your savings. Put any unexpected cash to good use. If you get any sudden windfalls like taxes, refund bonuses, inheritance, cash gifts from a family, put it towards your housing fund.
Mm-hmm.
Ramsey Solutions says budgeting shows your money who's in charge. That's you. It gives you the power to tell your money where it to go instead of having to wonder where it went. It's how you make any money goal happen, like saving for a down payment.
You have to think of money as a tool. It's a tool.
It is. It is completely a tool. And if you use the tool correctly, you can go very, very far.
Right.
Just as if you use your equity very correctly, you can go far.
Oh, nice transition.
Thank you.
Good job.
Freddie Mac explains your home's equity is the difference between how much your home is worth and how much you owe on your mortgage. So if you owe $300,000 and your home is worth $400,000, you have $100,000 in equity.
Yes.
So from the latest census, and Adams shows more than 2 out of 3 homeowners have either completely paid off their mortgage or have at least 50% equity in their home. So 39.3% own their home free and clear. 27.8% mortgages with 50% equity. All right?
Yeah, that's a lot of equity.
Yep. That's less than 50% equity, by the way. Mortgages with more than 50% equity are 33.9%. So only 27.8 have less than 50% equity in their home.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we're not heading towards any kind of housing crisis. Daniel Hale, chief economist at Realtor.com. A consideration today's homeowners should review is what their home equity picture looks like. With the typical home listing price up 40% from just 5 years ago, many home sellers are sitting on healthy equity cushion. This means they are likely to walk away from a home sale with proceeds that they can use to offset the amount of borrowing needed for their next home purchase.
I want to also do a little plug at this point for a guest that we're having next week who's going to talk about reverse mortgages and using that equity when you're 62 or older, and how amazing some of these programs are and how it can really help you financially.
I agree. I think a reverse mortgage.
Equity is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge, huge aspect, and it sets you up for a possible windfall as you move forward into the later years. So there's no doubt about it. First step in determining how much equity you have in your home is what's the current mortgage balance on your home? All right, I want to touch on that for a second. If you, for some reason, had to do some kind of negotiation with the bank during COVID, the balance that is on your statement may not be your actual payoff amount.
Good point.
You need to call the bank and talk to them to get your payoff amount. It is a huge, huge thing going on that we are seeing in this. If you did with, any kind of negotiation with the bank, all right, where, hey, I'm going to make less than a full payment. I'm going to make no payments. I'm going to do this or do that. And they did that. We're seeing that the payoff balance on the mortgage statement is not a current reflection, because that amount that you did not pay is still getting interest charged to it. And it is still on the backside of this loan, depending on how it works, as a lump sum payoff. So you need to know that number. If you didn't have to do that, now you've heard us refer to it as the people that went into forbearance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, forbearance. But a lot of the banks did not call it forbearance. When you were on the phone, you might not have realized that. And we have seen some people thinking, because there was what was known as the PPP loan for businesses, that were not paid, necessarily having to be repaid, thinking that their forbearance or the negotiated amount that they decided with the bank, they think that doesn't have to be paid back. Those forbearances do need to be paid back. They were not forgiven in any way or fashion. The PPP loan had to do with business loans and something else sponsored by the government, had nothing to do with home mortgages. Then once you know that number, then you calculate your current home value. Can't calculate it? You call me or Nancy. We can help you come up with a number that we think your house would sell for in today's market. Not that hard for us to sit down, do a walkthrough, see those upgrades, because we're not doing it based on price per square foot. We talked about that last week when we were going through numbers on 60544. Just because the neighborhood's selling for $150 a square foot, that doesn't mean your house is $150 a square foot. You may have upgrades, cabinets, countertops, stainless steel appliances, flooring.
And windows.
Yeah.
You know.
There is a difference between a crank out window and just a vinyl window. There's a whole different ball game of things that come into play that has to be evaluated, has to be taken into consideration. This all gets into that wealth building aspect. And when you look at it, since 1991, home values have tripled. We are up 15.7% as a nation. I'm going to say that again. We are up as a nation 315.7%. In Illinois, we are up 196.1%. So since 1991, we have doubled. That is a pretty amazing aspect.
Isn't 100% double?
Oh, but so
if we went up 100%, we
Well,
doubled.
we
If
went
we
up-
went up 200%.
no, we would. I don't know. Well, it's saying it's tripled here since 1991.
Which would be 300%.
Well, tripled, but if you're doing that, wouldn't that be quadrupled? I don't know. We're up 190.
We're up a whole lot, people.
We're up 196.1%. Now, I want to touch on one more thing here. We talked about this home equity. All right? There's a chance for opportunity now.
Yes.
So, because if you have equity in your house, okay?
Okay.
Got my calculator out.
All right. What are you figuring?
We're going to buy $500,000 worth of real estate.
Okay.
$500,000.
All right. Let's do it.
We're going to put 20% down. So we're investing $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Mortgaging 400.
We're mortgaging 400. We're going to invest $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're not worrying about closing costs or the extra fees.
Yeah, we're just doing general numbers.
We're doing general numbers. If I turned around and applied just 150% increase, that $500,000 would be worth $750,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, but keep in mind, I'm not investing $500,000.
You're only investing 100.
I invested $100,000 and got $750,000 out. How? By buying investment property and renting it out.
Mm-hmm.
I turned $100,000 into $750,000.
Just like that.
And that's over. That would be if we're using the same time frame of 33 years.
Yeah.
Now, do you need 33 years to do that? No, not necessarily, because we're seeing some major price increases right now, and we're supposed to be up 20% in the next 5 years.
So take that same 500,000, 20%. So your 100,000 investment would now be 600,000.
600 grand. It's worth 600 grand. And what do you think? You probably have 20% paid off? Maybe. Depending on if you did a 30-year mortgage.
Depends.
So
Depends.
5 divided by 30, you'd have about 16% paid off. If it's, depending on how it's balanced.
Any extra payments, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But roughly 16% paid off.
Okay. Just if you're making every payment on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so if you had...
So that 400,000 mortgaged, you'd have 16% of it.
You'd pay off about 96,000, so you have 96,000 in profit. You've got 100,000 increase in price, so you'd be walking away in 5 years with 296,000 by investing 100,000. Mm-hmm. So you pretty much almost doubled your money.
Tripled.
In 5 years. Mm-hmm. Well, you had your original 100,000.
Right. But you went up 296.
You went to 296 from 100,000.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
From your starting point.
Yeah.
So you could double your money right now, if everything holds true, in 5 years. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to have to do the repairs. I don't want to have to deal with, getting the rent.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. We have a management company that we recommend, that we work with, that takes care of all of that. Prime example, this is the management company I use for my own rentals. They turn around and there was a leaky spigot on the faucet. All right, outside spigot was leaking. And the garage door, I guess, came off track.
Oh.
All right?
Yeah.
For me, that would have been a $300 repair for a plumber and another $200 repair for someone to come out and look at the garage door, maybe $250.
Mm-hmm.
They got it done for $300. Both repairs.
Yeah.
Because if they've got their team on staff.
Plus your time,
Exactly.
the whole nine.
My frustration, I didn't even know it happened until I saw this month's report.
Yeah. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
So I am telling you, it makes property ownership and property management such an easy transition. If you are thinking and you've got money to invest, give Nancy a call. We can help you. I am telling you right now, I think is a prime time to invest in real estate.
Yep. It's a good time.
You don't have to buy a 4-unit or a big, huge complex. A couple simple houses, maybe 2.
Yeah, to get you started.
Get you started.
Even 1, just to get you started.
The first 3 to 5 are the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get past that, it becomes very simple. It's almost like rinse, repeat, do it again. Rinse, repeat, do it again.
Yeah. Well, you kind of get used to what you need to do and what to expect. It's like having kids. Once you get that first one, then the second and third are a lot easier.
I don't know. I'm still on the first one.
Yeah, well.
And we're staying on the first one.
Trust me, after the third one, it's like, oh, yeah, okay.
Is it breathing? Oh, okay, good. We're good. All right.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
But honestly, I really do think right now is a good time to invest in real estate. We are seeing a lack of inventory. We're seeing some opportunities to get some properties at some good prices. Mm-hmm. And I think we're on an edge of a real estate explosion. And I say this because everybody keeps predicting these rates are going to come down. And when these rates come down, the prediction is for every half a point that it comes down, there's going to be 500,000 buyers coming into the national market.
I totally believe that. Because it's not going to take much. People were sidelined very quickly.
Yeah.
They weren't happy. These interest rates come down. It's going to allow affordability to rise. People are going to jump in the market.
They're going to
again.
jump in the market.
Yep.
And it's the interest rates that are the heavier part of that stool. Sorry about that. The interest rates are that aspect that I want to say that part of that stool that really tipped the iceberg one way or the other. That and your wages. But we've seen wages up keeping going. They're not keeping up with inflation, but they are there. So if you bring down the rate, that will make that adjustment with inflation, and the prices can continue to go up, and I think the prices have the lowest effect on the affordability. And the reason why is you're not buying a $300,000 house. You're buying a house at $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month. I know that sounds kind of cold and weird or different or however you want to think about it, but that is the fact. That is how you're qualified for the mortgage.
Yeah, absolutely.
So keeping that all in mind, you have an opportunity, if you are sitting on that equity, to position yourself in a great spot for retirement, because it's fine, you're gaining equity on your one house. But now think about it if you're gaining equity on 2 or 3 houses.
Yep.
All right, we're going to hit the break, and we're going to do what Nancy wanted to do, and that is we're going to take a deep dive into 605-85 this week. Last week we did 605-44. We got to figure out what do we want to do next week.
Yeah.
I think we do Joliet next week.
Yeah, we could deep dive into some of the Joliet zip codes.
Yeah, so, that was the original plan, is to do multiple zip codes in one show for each. The problem is trying to get through all the data. We only can do one zip code at a time, because it's a lot.
It's a lot of data.
It is a lot of data. So
But it's interesting.
It is interesting. All right, keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST, or visit yourdwellings.com.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we're committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives incentives at their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird and Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Get Real with Eddie, where everyone deserves the opportunity of home.
All right, 605-85. We are taking a deep dive into it, starting off with that median sales price.
And that's all properties.
This is all property. Do you want to do all properties again? We did it last week, or we want to do just single family?
I think it's kind of interesting. Well, if we compare apples to apples, we would do all properties.
All right, let's do all properties. So that 605-85. So this is kind of northern Plainfield. You are looking at a 1% increase in price to $500,000 from last May to this May. Original list price is $552,161. That is the average up 3.1%, while the median is up 6% to $529,950. We're seeing market time on the median sitting, hold on a second, at 11 days. No increase or decrease from last year. It's just consistently 11 days market time.
Yeah. It popped up in 2022 from 6 to 11 in 2023, and now it's holding steady.
Yeah.
Yep.
So looking at the median last list price it's at 100%. So 605.85, you're sitting the last listing price till they got the contract or closed deal. They're getting 100% of the last list price. Mm-hmm. And it was the same last May. So in May 2022, they were getting 101.2% over. Now, original list price, that's that number we keep talking about and how agents are doing a good job at pricing housing. And again, the median sales price, list price, original list price is again 100%. They're getting 100% of asking price, nothing less, nothing more, and that has been pretty consistent from this year and last year. They were getting 100%.
Yeah.
So that shows a really good aspect of listing the properties.
Yeah, agents are doing a really good job of pricing.
Very good job of pricing. So contract to close on the median, it is 40 days from contract to close. So you have 40 days, and then how many days from the listing to contract? You are looking at 6 days. So 46 days and you're out of your house basically.
Yeah.
You add those two dates together, you're at 46 days.
Don't blink because you're moving.
Don't blink at all. Now, the north end of Plainfield, 605.85, month supply is actually down. It is decreasing. It is down 5.6% to 1.7 months supply. So we talked about this month supply. This is a big number that economists like to look at, and those watching the markets love to look at, and that is the factor that if nothing new comes onto the market, it'll take 1.7 months, so less than 2 months, to sell out everything that is available for sale in 605.85.
And 605.44 we talked about last week was 1.3.
I know.
So it's tight in Plainfield.
At the end of the month in northern Plainfield, we ended the month with a number of homes for sale down 15.3% to 50 units. So if I wanted to buy a house in 605.85 zip code, there was only 50 options left at the end of the month for me to look at. During the month, we had 502 new listings. That new listing number is less than what it was last year. It's down 12.7%, which from last May, which was down 5.1% from the May before in 2022. So that is a huge decrease in supply.
Yeah, roughly 20%.
At the same token, we're seeing because of that, the under contract units have gone down. We're down 12.1% to 313 units went under contract this May. Last year, 356 units went under contract, which was down 20.4% from the May of 2022 when it was 447 units. So number of closed units is then therefore down, of course, because we're down 1.1% to 359 closings in May of this year.
Yeah, I just stark contrast from go back there. Stark contrast from 2022 when it was May's closed units was 463 units, down in 2023 a whopping 21.6% to 363. That's a big jump.
Do we want to talk about price per square foot or not really? Yeah, let's hit it.
Yeah, because we did before.
Yeah,
so.
some people like to hear that price per square foot. But again, we talked about this last week. Do not base your price on price per square foot. Price per square foot is the median of the zip code. So good builders get punished while bad builders are getting rewarded. It is the middle.
Well, and not just builders, but also people that have done upgrades and people who haven't done upgrades, that kind of thing.
So
we talked about that.
Price per square foot is up 9.4% to $198 a square foot, which last year it was $181 a square foot, which was up 11.7% from 2022 when it was at $162 a square foot on the median. We didn't do dollar volume because I don't really think dollar volume matters.
It doesn't really matter.
It's more of an agent thing, how much has sold in a zip code. And if you really want to know, all right, it was over 190 million that sold in 60585.
Well, average price at 500, then, I mean.
Times what? The number of closed units, and there
Yeah.
you go.
There you go.
It's not hard. So, 16 showings until you went to contract. Now that number is up 23.1%, and that is the median.
Also higher amount of showings than 60544, which was, I want to say, 11.
Yeah, but you're also in a higher price point.
Right.
So
that's kind of interesting too.
I think that holds true though because of the price point.
Well, the higher the price point got the more showings, which I find.
That's true. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So now
That was interesting.
that was showings. No, that was showings to contract, not necessarily the showings per listing.
Well, that's what I was trying to.
Showings per listing is actually less. This is 8.9 showings.
But what was the one from last week, 60544? Were we looking at showings?
We looked at both.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the 11 number was. Was it showings
It was showings per listing.
or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was showings per
Okay.
listing, and this
All
was
right.
showings per listing.
Or showing
So you're
shows to contract.
Show versus shows to contract.
Well, that's I'm trying to compare apple to apple here, but
Showings per listing is averaging out at 8.9, and there- people are going, well, how can I have, showings per listing at 8.9, but the showings to contract is 16? Very easy. Your showings on the property, you may have a property that only has 1 or 2 showings, and it's under contract.
yeah.
So that really skewed where now you have that one property that has 30 showings before it goes under contract. So it really does address and tilt the numbers one way or the other.
Yeah, it does.
So, I mean,
It does.
really does.
Because you could have one that it's kind of a disparate property and you priced it accordingly, and so everybody and their mother is coming out to take a look at it because it's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not the faint of heart, and then that's gonna give you a ton of showings and it's gonna skew that number.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Don't forget, we got the property on Ridge Road, which is 4.45 acres, ready for development. It is 547 foot front lot to Ridge Road. This is near the Grand Park area, so if you're interested, that is available for development for $450,000 on that parcel. So take a look at that. Also, I do have buyers that are still looking Joliet, really looking hard Joliet. I also have a buyer that is looking Shanahan. for a ranch house. So if you have a ranch property in Shanahan and you're considering selling, let me know. I may have your buyer right now. They're looking pretty large square footage, I'll be honest.
I've got Lockport, three bedrooms. I've got a Lockport 2 bedrooms. I've got one that's still looking like hobby farm kind of size.
Hobby farm?
Yeah, like a 5 to 10 acre home, maybe a couple outbuildings, that kind of thing. Anywhere from Peatone to Morris area. So anywhere down there, if you own some property and you're looking to buy, I've got buyers that they're ready.
They are ready.
They are pre-approved. They are ready to go. They're looking. They want to leave no stone unturned because they've been very patient about looking for just the right property. So if you're interested in entertaining an offer at all, give me a call. 815-545-1162.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And if you're just thinking of selling your house, this is the market to put your house up for sale. And there are so many opportunities right now with some of the products that are on the market where you do not have to panic. Well, what if I don't find something? We will get you something under contract.
Yes.
You
and
will,
it won't
it'll
be just any old thing.
Exactly.
It'll be something
Thank
you're
you.
happy with.
Exactly. It will be what you're looking for. There are ways to do this. We've been doing this for years. Me, myself, I'm the old man in the industry anymore, I swear.
Yes.
I don't know when this happened. Because I look like I started last week. I'm just saying. No? All right, maybe not. But
You
still.
just keep your hair short because then it takes care of that little...
Shh. It hides the gray. That's why I
Gray
cut it
right
short. Shh. I know this. Just got the haircut the other day.
Just to make sure. A little high and tight on the sides.
This is right. That's why it's so short. I'm like my wife.
Wait till it starts coming in on your beard.
Already has. It
Has
already has. I blame the child. I don't know. Do I blame the child or do I blame the wife?
Oh,
We'll go with the kid.
The
We'll
kid.
go with the kid.
The kid.
He has given me more heart attacks than she
was
ever
gonna
has.
say.
Yes. So, all right. So if you guys are ready to have a conversation, and like I said, we are so casual. That doesn't mean oh my God, we have to list it tomorrow. It is what you're trying to plan out, and it is smart to have these conversations months, maybe years in advance, versus having a conversation at the last minute. So give us a call. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Now, when we get back from the break, the big mistakes buyers are making today.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community, rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST. Or visit yourdwellings.com.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, Nancy, you don't make any mistakes.
I never make a mistake. I'm always
Never.
right. Come on. It's John. I'm always right.
He's going to say, nope. But buyers are making mistakes. The first is putting off the pre-approval process.
Please don't.
CNET explains, if you wait to get a pre-approval until the last minute, you might be scrambling to connect a lender and miss the opportunity to put a bid on a property.
I guarantee it. We're just looking at numbers. Houses are going under contract very quickly. So you happen to see the house that you really want and it's priced right and you do not have a pre-approval, you will be scrambling and you'll miss out. Because that highest and best is going to get called for real quick.
Yep, and you're not going to be able to put a highest and best in because you don't have the fancy little piece of paper that says, I am pre-approved. More importantly,
Or pre-underwritten. When you're looking against multiple offers.
yeah.
I mean, there are strategies here.
That's what I was getting to.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're fine. I was not going to go this pre-underwritten strategy. I was going for the fact of you need to get in there, get the pre-approval done, because we need to know information and certain things on how to write the offer to be able to negotiate it. But you're going over the top and like, no, we're not going to get pre-approval. We're getting underwritten. We're coming in almost as good as a cash offer. And there are programs out there that will turn around and they guarantee. So you are set and you are golden.
Yeah. I go in hard. You know? I mean, multiple offers are a thing still. They're still a thing. So you've got to be prepared for that.
My last listing, I have four. Investopia. When you expect to find the perfect home, you could prolong the home buying process by holding out for something better. Or you could end up paying more for a home just because it meets all your needs. Holding out for the perfect home is a mistake. When you see it, pull the trigger. Because no, it doesn't necessarily get better.
If you really like the home, don't underbid because you want a deal. Don't hesitate because, well, there might be something. If you're thinking there might be something better, then you're not in love with the home. If you're in love with the home, go for it.
And here's the thing on the underbidding. Your broker should be having a conversation when it comes to the information and the data in the market. We just gave you 60585. Closed sales. All right? Nope. Percent of original list price. That's what I want.
That's it. Yep.
They're getting 100% of asking in 60585. If you're not offering 100%,
You're not getting the house.
You're not getting the house. Statistically speaking, if you're not offering 100%, you're not getting the house.
Simple as that. Simple as that. And if there's multiple offers, you might have to go a little bit more.
Bankrate offers this advice. Focus on what monthly payment you can afford rather than fixating on the maximum loan amount you qualify for. Just because you can qualify for your $300,000 loan doesn't mean you can comfortably handle the monthly payments that come with it, along with your other financial obligations. Every borrower's case is different, so the factor in your whole financial profile when determining how much house you can afford matters.
Yeah.
Buying more house than you can afford is a concern. This is a mistake that you make. Don't get fixated. You can look at a $300,000 house, but I have a $300,000 house here that may have $8,000 in taxes, and there could be a $300,000 house over here that has $12,000 in taxes.
Right.
That is a huge difference in payment.
Huge. Or an HOA that's a couple hundred a year versus $1,200 a year. Again, it's a payment.
This is where working with a realtor really comes into play. Working with that real estate agent really sets you off. Not working with a local real estate agent can cause you problems. CNET explains attempting to buy a home without a real estate agent makes the process more, that is a big word. Arduous. I've never seen that word spelled out. See, this is what happens when you don't read enough and you do public speaking, but just, I wouldn't use the word. Anyways, that makes the process more arduous than it needs to be. A real estate agent can give you professional guidance, marketing expertise, and support, which can save you time, money, and stress. They can also increase your chances of finding the right home so you don't have to spend hours scouring the internet for listings. I can zoom right in on what you're looking for very fast and very easy.
Yep. All you got to do is answer a few of my questions, and I'll have plenty. But that just helps me to help you.
Exactly.
Then you're not overwhelmed by all the options when you're concentrating on fine-tuning what it is that you're really looking for.
This is why working with the real estate agent makes all the difference. And it really makes a difference when you're listing too. According to NerdWallet, when selling a home, first impressions matters. Your house's market debut is the first chance to attract a buyer, and it's important to get the price right. If your home is overpriced, you run the risk of buyers not seeing the listing.
Having it priced right, having it staged correctly, having it ever just so. You want to put your home in the best light possible.
NerdWallet continues, but price your house too low and you could end up leaving some serious money on the table. A bargain basement price could also turn some buyers away, as they may wonder if there are anything underlying problems with the house.
Yeah. See it all the time. What's wrong with it?
What's
on the market
wrong
too
with it?
long? What's wrong with it? Yep.
The other aspect is the paperwork. I mean, it really does matter. Every
Seriously.
market has its own little nooks and crannies in the paperwork. And First American says to buy or sell a home, you need to accurately complete a lot of forms and disclosures and legal documents. A real estate agent can ensure you cross every T and dot every I to help you avoid having a transaction fall through or prevent costly mistakes. There are disclosures that have to be given, folks. If you don't give those disclosures, the offer is contingent. And guess what? They can use that contingency to cancel the deal.
Yep.
So you need to make sure you've got every T crossed, every I dotted, so you don't give a buyer a free get out of jail card.
Yep.
Or a seller for that matter.
Well, negotiating for buyer or seller. Negotiations. Discerning whether the offers that you get are good offers or the offer that you give is a viable offer.
Makes a big difference.
Huge.
Negotiation is probably, in my opinion, the biggest thing a professional realtor does. And it's not about the price. There are so many other factors that are negotiated in on the contract.
Those are like 200 items that are possible negotiating factors.
There are different points.
At different points.
Yep, from the tax prorations, from are we waiving inspection? Are we having as is?
Earnest. Do you have a home to sell?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have, there's kick out notices. There's all kinds of things.
Yeah. So, all right, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online at getrealwitheddie.com. That's getrealwitheddie.com. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, talking about your largest investment, your home.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. Eddie Ruettiger is a realtor at Baird Warner in Plainfield, license number 475141896. Managing broker Steve Engel. For more information on your neighborhood, call Eddie at 815-823-5478 or visit yourdwellings.com.